another episode of Women, Cocktails, and Whatever. It's your big little sister Asia.
Shell Antoinette.
Hey, Booski.
Hi, love bug.
How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
You're looking good.
Hey,
I mean, that's normal for you, but I'm
shout out to your hairdresser.
Shout out to my hairdresser. Twist my shell. Links below. Okay. Links. She does an amazing
Back
job.
is killing me, but you know we here.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Let me say y'all though, I tried. I was like, push. You want me to sit on the floor? We can take this outside. Sit on the steps and do this. No. I need to be able to do the. All right.
Well, I can't sit because then I'm gonna have to pull the braid like
it's professional.
It don't work.
Do like everybody else. Just push people's head. Move.
I was pushing.
You did. You tried to kill me. That's why my neck hurts. It's all right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, we're gonna start off with our snake bites
because we always start off with our snake bites.
Yeah, but I need my energy today. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Clink, clink.
Clinkety clank. Clink, clank. Thank you for giving us a little baby shot.
Baby
production.
shots to start off the show. I appreciate that.
Baby shots, do. Baby shots, do. Baby shots.
Second round gonna be on the heavy low. And
big ass shots.
And shots. Daddy shots.
So we appreciate you. Thank you for.
Oh man,
not to the top.
Not to the top.
They don't stop.
Okay, we had a random question from the viewers.
What was the random question from
People,
the viewers?
they were like women's opinion because they realize how expensive lingerie is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's expensive,
especially if you got big old boobies.
Shout out to second part of production, Shady, my sis, mama. Lord, blessed be the fruit.
Struggle.
Okay, and we be out here and they be, that's the problem though. Okay, they be like, ooh, I wear something cute. First of all,
pay for it.
It's expensive.
Buy it for me.
Even though if you would like me to be your Amazon shopper, I can find you a lot of things for a lot cheaper. But that's if you need like the rip away stuff that you don't care if they get messed up and you're not gonna wear it again after tonight. Yes.
If you don't know, now you know.
They have all types of lingerie. Breakaway, crotchless.
I gotta be honest, I haven't really bought Lingerie in a long time. I did buy a little negligee not too long ago that I did, but I didn't get to wear it.
I be wearing it for myself randomly. I be like, I need to feel cute, and then I'll go take pictures of myself in the mirror, and then I put my pajamas back on. This is what happens. Any different day when y'all call me, I might have just got done having a photo shoot with my new Fenty package, and then I'm gonna go put my t-shirt back on.
Speaking of Fenty, it's about to be an
Fenty is an Ulta today.
Fenty
lunch. We appreciate you, Rihanna. Thank you, man. I don't know.
Finna be there tomorrow.
Finna be RIP
Ain't
for
got a
JCPenney.
motherfucking thing to buy.
I need to get everything. I gotta re-up on everything. But JCPenney finna go out of business because...
what else is you going there for? First of all, we don't really have any JCPenney's by us.
They were staying alive because of their partnership with Sephora, I feel like.
Probably. And then they put a Sephora's in the Kohl's.
So I'm not really sure.
But, listen, the only reason I went to Sephora was for Fenty.
No, I go for like other random things, like random perfumes or like some of the more expensive. I'm finna pay some money, but
maybe
it's 0.5
if there
ounce.
was a closer Sephora, it is one now, but if there had been a closer Sephora for a long time, then I might have gone there more to get things. But Ulta was always way more convenient.
That's fair. Ulta be everywhere. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, so it was kind of like the only reason I wanted Sephora is to find Fenty because it's not one close to me. But now that you put it in Fenty, Sephora ain't never about to see me.
Yeah, one of my scents is still at Sephora. But I also order from Sephora like online. No, I was like, I don't need to go in the store.
They do have good skincare stuff.
Yeah, I don't need to go in the store though. It's cool. I cannot do that. But we came to Fenty. We came to Fenty because of bras.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I changed subject.
So we did. The question of, okay, knowing how expensive the and I call lingerie everything, like even your everyday, it's still
panties, your
it's underwear. Okay, it's the lingerie.
Brasiers be like.
They full coverage.
They for the full.
It's the full coverage. We're going to strap you down up in here.
Not that I ain't got no boobies.
Go dirt bike riding, you stationed too. No movement is happening here. But the question was, how many bras are we out here buying? Because they is expensive. And then, do you have a staple bra?
I do have a staple
Every
bra.
woman has a staple bra. And you probably got two staple bras. Because you got your, I would wear this every day if I did not need to wash it raw. And then you got your either I'm just super, super comfy and like lounging around, or I feel like most women, you got your staple strapless.
Oh my god!
Gonna hold you down.
I found the perfect strapless. Oh my gosh! But you know what I do for my staples and ones I'm like, you're gonna get the most wear out of. You need them to be great bras. I'm gonna invest some money in them.
I'm spending money
It's
on you.
always my black and nude bras.
Yep, I'm spending money on those.
Cause black and nude,
a good black bra,
a
good like tan, brown, nude color bra.
I'm gonna put money in them, and them gonna last. The other cutesy shit, you know.
I don't know. I be spending money on.
I spend a little money, but
that never sees the light of day.
My
lingerie drawer is mad crazy.
Sometimes I feel like men don't even appreciate the line. They be like, take that off, let's go. Like,
and I'm like, do you know how much I had to talk myself into this outfit?
Listen.
Okay. But I be sitting cute. Okay, don't take me on a date. I'm sitting cute underneath these clothes. I be out there like, ooh, I'm sexy under this. You don't even know. You don't even know. I do have
this, like, you know, this might sound corny, but I always had the trench coat thing that I wanted to do with the lingerie.
Real thing.
And I should find a man because
I mean, I'm sure somebody will welcome the trench coat. I don't know if you're going to welcome their headache after the fact, but, you know, not all of y'all give us headaches.
Because I failed. Can we talk about the drink?
Oh, you're right.
We didn't went so deep into the conversation. I'm like, we didn't even talk about this drink yet.
Y'all, okay, what we is drinking is a Griffith Park Swizzle. I don't know who named that, but it's a Griffith Park Swizzle. Swizzle. I like saying Swizzle. Swizzy. Okay, and what we got is 2 ounces of bourbon. You got some fresh lime juice. In quotes, you have a sugar cube. Okay, you got about a half an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Okay, you put that in the little shaker. Muddle. Okay, muddle, specifically muddle is what they say. Okay, don't be doing all that extra stuff. You pour that. Pulling out the muddle. We see you. You pour that into your glass. Top it with a little bit of ice, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your bitters. I use regular bitters and orange bitters. They also suggest you use other bitters. One should be like the savory kind of bitter, and one should be like the fruity sweet kind of bitter. Couple dashes of each. Oh, put some absinthe in there.
How you skip that part? How did you skip that part?
I don't want to scare people away. But put the absinthe in there while you're muddling. Then pour. And then you top it with some
mint,
wonderful smelling leaves, and
wonderful smelling.
That's what they are. They wonderful smelling leaves. And here you are for a Griffith Park Swizzle.
So I went in for a taste. As soon as it got like right here, I was like, wait, we didn't talk about this.
We didn't. I forgot that it was there. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not mad about this.
This is amazing. Again, come on, mint.
It be the mint.
Or the basil.
I'm trying to figure out how these bartenders are experimenting and making me forget I got absinthe in my stuff.
Because they was like, what absinthe? You don't taste that. What you mean?
You don't.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna put it
make it make sense.
That's not healthy. I don't feel like not knowing that you got absinthe in your stuff.
But let's be honest, at least they give you full descriptions of all the drinks you're going to drink.
They do.
So if your ass just decide to not pay attention, that is absinthe.
You skip over anything to start with an A so you don't make yourself feel bad. You be like, nope, I'm not gonna do that one. And then when you're drunk, you go, Oh, absinthe. Not apple, huh? It was
Ma'am, the door. Let's get into a little girl talk.
Work that body. Work that body.
Girl talk.
Work that body. Work that body.
Girl talk.
Work that body.
It's the drag on the end for me. Okay, so, because it's like a 2-parter.
Okay.
So I'm looking at your list of like girl talk, but I feel like we can kind of combine this.
Okay.
So
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
You know where we're going, when I'm going, where we're going.
Mm-hmm, I know
all
what
right,
you're doing when
so
you do what you do.
She started watching Love Is Blind season 2. And what you think is love is really nice. You need to elevate and find. Love is blind. Okay.
Love is blind. I got you on the back notes. I got you.
So we watched season 1 together.
We did.
Season 2 been out for a little while. I hadn't gotten around to it, but because I had to do your hair, I just started watching wherever you were. So you have the Love Is Blind season 2.
I wasn't super far in.
No, you weren't. So there's Love Is Blind season 2. We're gonna talk about that. and tie that in with dating problematic people. Because
this
all makes sense to me. So first question, would you ever participate in a show or in this specific show? Let's say this specific show. Would you ever participate in Love is Blind? For those who don't, before you answer that, for those who have never seen Love is Blind, it is a dating show where the people meet. So you have like 15 guys, 15 girls. They all in their station areas. The guys and the girls go to these pods where they talk to each other, but they cannot see each other. They call them like dates. You cannot see each other, right?
And it's for like, I think a month.
I don't even, it's like 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days.
Like
You have like every day you're going on dates
these different dates. And then you ultimately kind of knock people off your list that you don't want to, keep dating. And then you end up being like, this is my top one person or two.
The goal is to find somebody that you can marry. Like
that you want to propose
without
to.
seeing them.
Yes.
Without seeing
so the
them.
whole point of it is like suspending physical judgment and literally going based on what do you need for like emotion, spiritual, heart, soul, mental.
Yeah.
That is the
point of Love
The
is
point
Blind.
of it is to see like, is love truly blind?
Yeah.
Apparently some of the people who were on the show didn't know that was.
So you spend this time,
had a whole
the
contract
guys and the girls, and had these deep conversations. They truly get to know each other, et cetera, et cetera. And then,
like, picture party line, but with marriage as the goal.
Yes.
Like, truly.
And so ultimately the man is supposed to propose to the woman that he wants to. The woman could choose yay or nay. If both parties say yes to this whole proposal, then they actually meet in person, right? You meet in person, so they have so many couples who decide, and some people don't ever find anybody, and then they no longer on the show.
Yeah.
Anywho, so they end up meeting these people. From there, you go on like this quick little vacation. So all the couples who decided to do the proposal, and everybody says yes, you go to, where went to Mexico?
You go to Mexico.
They went to Mexico.
Like, you go on, like, your pre-honeymoon with your fiance.
For like a weekend or something.
No,
right?
it's like a couple days. So I think they get like a week or something.
You do that. From there, you go back to your home because everybody live in the same city. You go back to your hometown. You see each other places. You meet each other's parents, and you get married in 2 weeks.
You up with an apartment first. Like when you first go back, y'all have like
Oh,
this little.
that's right.
You get like a little living apartment so y'all can learn
how to live
together and see each other like function. It's really like you finna get married. Let me come stay with you, and then you go see how you live so you can figure out like who's staying where or if we buying a new home, whatever.
Yeah.
So they give you some time to think about some
and
stuff.
then you get married in 2 weeks.
You get married
in 2 weeks. So this
Meet
whole
me
process
at the
is like a
altar.
month or 6 weeks tops is what I'm thinking. It's like 6 weeks top. So now that we explain that, would you do it?
I feel like I would do it.
Why is that?
Wait, clearly I have no support if I go on the show. She'll be like, she is no.
But no, what you mean? That's not what I meant by
why do I feel like I
all.
could do that? Because I think that I naturally look for more of a like, do we actually connect in general? And I can't say that like I be super high strung about physical appearance. Not that I don't need to be attracted to you, because I need to be attracted to you, but I'm not a person who's like, oh, I have a specific type. So that makes sense for me, because like, it's not like I be like, oh, I got to get past this very big hurdle, because most of my exes be
all over.
Yeah, you gonna be like, what? They're all attractive, but it's not like, oh,
there's a cookie cutter
yeah,
idea.
Even if I describe to you, like, what's your perfect man? I don't even know if you find him.
Even if I rolled off celebrities I think is attractive,
yeah,
they're all over the place.
So for me, that kind of makes sense, because I'm curious as to what happens when you put people, and I don't want to say force, but like you put people in a situation where like, we all know the goal is to get married. So there's no room for like playing games, leading you on, doing like, you're doing yourself a disservice if you do that to somebody in the pods. So for that, I would be like, all right, well, then let's figure it out. Because then we could just straight shoot. Like, what's your likes, what's your dislikes,
but no, real talk. What happens for you, because you said you would do the show, because I wouldn't make it.
I believe wholeheartedly.
I'm not going to make it. One, I struggle with being vulnerable, so that's a whole nother thing.
She'll be like, how long we got to be on this date? Because I don't...
yeah, and I'm tough. Like, you say one thing that throw me off, and she don't work no more. It be a wrap. Like,
but I mean, that's what happens on the show sometimes. Like, some people go there.
But you know,
like,
sometimes like, so you know how like some people make a joke, right? And it's not your kind of joke, but they don't know that's not your kind of joke. And then you like, that turned me off. And they like, damn, I might not give you that second time. One, in this particular situation, I don't have time to give you that second time.
See, I'm more open. Like, it depends on the rest of your conversation. You got one time to do it, and I tell you, and then if you're no longer, like, if you choose not to be consciously aware of it, I'm be like, all right, keep it pushing. Keep it P, player. Keep it P.
But what happens? Say you meet a person. He check all your boxes via the pod.
Skirt.
He proposes. You say yes because it makes sense. And then you meet him, and you're truly, because you got to be somewhat, you said, just a little bit. Yeah. But you're truly not attracted to this person. Like, nothing about them.
I know that, like, as soon as I see them.
Yeah, like, I saw it, and I'm like, oh.
I'm going to just say it. Maybe not in that moment, because it depends on, like, what happens. If it's truly, like, you are completely different than what, like, I was in my head expecting or I'm used to, I'm going to give us, like, a day or two to figure out, like, does something ignite in me?
Okay.
Because there is a real thing of, like, if you used to dating, even personality-wise, if you used to dating a certain type of person and then you get with somebody completely different, you'd be like,
what is it?
I don't know what to do with this, so no. Right? So I'll give myself, like, a day or two to be like, does anything start pew, pew, pew?
If this man came in and looked like your brother, would you be like, I could work with that? Because he looked just
that just sounds very disgusting and disturbing to ask.
No, but I asked that for a reason. You know why I asked that. Because I'm going to get back to love is blind.
Okay, but yes, because I've actually dated somebody who I was like, I literally spent like 2 weeks being like, you eerily are close to my brother. Everything about you is sibling oriented, and I am uncomfortable. This is disturbing to me. I feel like incestual right now, and I do not like what is happening. Okay, it disturbs, and I had to work past that.
Okay,
but I consciously was like, but I told the person that.
How long would it take you to kiss that man?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't think about that. It wasn't that it took long, but I think part of it was because I acknowledged it. Like, I immediately was like,
wow,
you remind me so much of my brother. And he was like, what? And I was like, nah, let me show you pictures, G. So, let me see who your daddy is. Like, I legit was like, you sure my daddy might have some little illegitimates running around the done by doorbell. Let me see who your father is. How close is your relationship with him? Do you know for sure your mama did not cheat? Like, let me know, because you look too close. But then that's also the equivalent of, like, if I ever meet Derrick Rose, he looked like my brother. And I'm not going to not be with Derrick Rose.
Oh, you could just my brother.
Nah. I'm going to be like, baby daddy. What you mean? What you mean? So, yeah. But I would say it. And for me, that was a thing I needed to work through. That was like an internal thing. I was like, okay, like, you need to process why you're thinking and feeling these ways. But it didn't take me long to be like, okay, I still like you as a person. And let me, like, I like being around you and hugged up next to you. And, like, that helped me.
So the reason I asked that, so we're going through the show.
About standing on shaky ground.
Yes, honey. We're going through these different couples that's on the show, right? And one of the couples are an Indian couple. Mm-hmm. Indian guy, Indian girl. Funny thing is, both of them never dated Indian people. They dated white, blonde, blue-eyed. You like, that was their type. Yep. The guy, Shake. What's his name, Shake?
Yep, this is Shake Hate. Over here. Shake Hate Radio is real.
He gets the most perfect woman.
She, like, everybody loves her.
Everybody on the show.
Shout out to Deeps.
Shout out to Deeps.
We see you, Deeps.
Everybody loves her. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's fun. She's intelligent.
Caring.
She's all the things you want in a woman. But he kept just being like, I'm not attracted to her. She looks like my auntie. Or she reminds me of my auntie. He kept saying, you remind me of my auntie. But here's my problem. He did not say that to her until after they were past the honeymoon, had met each other's families, and was now, like, sitting here on, like, the week before, which is really a couple days. You probably had, like, 3-4 days before you're supposed to get married. They was probably doing some wedding planning stuff. And he was like, oh, like, the physical part, like, I want primal physical attraction, and I don't have that. And you know what's funny? When he said he needs to go see a therapist. Because the reason why you're probably single is because you're searching for the wrong thing in a person. If all you're basically going after is looks, you probably never gonna really find what you're truly looking for, because all you're looking for is looks.
You're just also a trash person.
He is. It made it worse on the reunion.
The reunion made it worse, but even in him saying it, like, he literally was going around telling everybody else that he had these things. Like, he was telling everybody else, like, I'm not physically attracted to her. My problem is not that he wasn't physically attracted to her. I could live with that. I could deal with that because your parts gonna work when they work, right? My issue is that the first time you saw her, you didn't even hesitate.
You
like,
picked her up, kissed her,
grabbing on the booty. Oh yes! Oh my God!
Like, and now you're not physically attracted.
Now all of a sudden I'm your auntie, and you.
Hey, auntie.
Nah,
it wasn't even on
it
no
wasn't
like.
even a hey auntie. He was like disgusted. Like, you remind me.
He was
of my
like,
aunt.
you remind me of my auntie. Like, I'm not physically. And apparently, he was talking trash. So on the show, you see him telling, like, some of the other guys, you see him telling his friends that he's not attracted to her, that it's like, apparently it was so much worse.
Yeah, they said
like,
TV got the water down.
They diluted it down,
trash,
and he was just real trash.
He was trash. He was trash on TV. So you telling me this is the diluted version.
And you didn't see, like, what you didn't see is, like, the part in the pods, like, every single woman walked away from dates with him, like, trash, disgusting. I'm not even gonna put myself in a situation. So whatever he was asking these people and said, because you have to ask people questions,
Yeah,
you talk
gotta
to them.
get to know them.
He was just being like reckless, and that I can't stand though.
It was the subliminals being like, so I tend to date people who I can put on my shoulders at a concert. So you gotta, in so many words, you gotta be thin enough, slim enough, and light enough to sit on my show. What's your workout regimen?
Or you gotta go do leg day, Big Daddy, cause
do you enjoy working out? Because I like working out. Like, it was a subliminals, but not even subliminal. Like, they were
you directly
being a jerk. It was, oh God.
It's my thing about, like, I ain't never seen a dude who be in a gym bench press and ask nobody that, because they do not care. So you weak. Because if you come on a show,
can I pick you up what you bench press?
What you bench press? That's up to you. Right, like, that's up to you to decide how this works. I don't know what to tell you about it. Because to somebody, I'm light as a feather, and to you, you might die.
You might be stiff as a board.
I don't know. Because I don't know what to tell you, player. That's not my fault. No. Your ministry, not mine.
Say you meet a person like this. He an asshole. He a jerk. Whatever.
We fighting.
He's problematic.
What your hands do? What's up?
But he got shmoney. He got the lifestyle. He got everything you trying to get through. Can you date a person for the come up?
So like Kanye.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because I know what my end goal is.
Okay.
I could date you with an end goal.
Okay. All right.
But I think that there's a difference, right? Like, if you're dating in general, I think people need to have conversations about if we have end goals, right? So, like, if we both know we just, we like having a relationship now, but we don't really want nothing serious, or you want to keep me around for a look, we should have that conversation.
Up front. Let me know I'm trophy and you this.
And then I can be like, because I'm going to adjust accordingly.
I feel like sometimes when people fall, like when you walk into it, like, it's an agreement, and then you look at them, you be like, I actually kind of.
Yeah, but then you can still, I believe in constant communication. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to reconnect with you a couple months in and be like, so we still doing the same thing? Did anything change about this, right? But if you know that you're here using me, like, even in this situation, you came on the show called Love is Blind purposely to not think about, like, the physical things that you're normally, and that's all you were focused on.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is this amazing person, but I still want to make sure that you check all these physical. And that's what, if I'm finna date Kanye's toxic. If Shay got money, Shay toxic.
So here we go. If they check all your boxes that you're talking about, emotionally, spiritually, all these aspects, in the blind aspect, and then you see them and they're not where you want them to be. Let's say that.
What does that mean?
Like, maybe you had in your head.
Because Quasimodo look good if you be like, I just really want to. Like, what you asking? I feel like we can make it work.
When people start checking off things on your list, something about them becomes attractive.
Yeah,
because they fit.
You're
what you're
exciting so much.
Like, I dated a guy who, if I was going off of physicals from the beginning, I probably would have never dated him if that's all I was looking at. But then you hang out and get to know, and I'm like, you're not like bad on this end, and then you look and you be like, well, you got a little fly today. You didn't dress up.
You give me something I can work with?
Yeah, are you workability? Like, I think
workability. Like, there has to be some, there gotta be something there that I could be like, okay, because truth be told, right? Like,
truth be told, everybody can make a come up.
Everybody can make a come up.
Like, cause the part, like, there's some people who are just naturally beautiful, right? Like, they born with it, whatever. But then there's people who take the care into what they look like. Whether I dress fly, my hair is dope, I'm always well clean, I got good skincare. Like, whatever it is, anybody can make themselves look like you want. There's, and I'm gonna just say this, and I don't mean this about nothing about big people, because I like big guys, but bigger guys
hey, teddy bear,
try to make up in other departments, right? Like, oh, I'm a big guy, so she might not like me, but I'm gonna make sure my clothes fly as hell. You know what I'm saying? You be like, you dressed not. It's still all a package.
You
like,
look good. That's what I think. Good. It's two different things to me. Like, for me, it's package deal.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want somebody who is a slob. Right? Like, if you don't put any intention into you, we probably not gonna work regardless. Like, you could be the finest man in the world, and I'm not going to pay attention to you because, like, you don't care enough to, right? And then I think for me, when you move past, literally it gets to a place like, move past what society tells you is, like, beauty standards, especially being, like, in Western culture. Once you get past, like, Western's version of what's beautiful, and I don't know, I did that a long time ago. I was like, Western people be like, all these things is, like, close enough to white that makes you physically attractive. Once you stop doing that, you start looking and finding beauty in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So,
and vice versa. If a person is fine and you don't check none of the things on my list, you be like,
you're
okay,
so
physically you're
disgusting.
Attractive, but like, ew, I wouldn't mess with you.
Like,
in general, like,
a person who's
you
fine,
an asshole, you a jerk, you whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just because you fine don't mean nothing.
A person who's fine with a nasty personality and attitude,
I'm
a lot more likely to be like, you're disgusting and I don't want to touch you, versus a person who, like, somebody gonna be like, they a two, they or whatever, but they're such a, like, kind of, there's no way that I wouldn't be like, I can rock with this. If you excite so much about me, there's no way that she's not gonna work. She gonna be like, she's happy.
Because
she's happy.
Me and her be on two different. Cause I be like, but I want him. She be like, no, we don't.
We're closed.
No, we do
We're
not.
We're closed. We don't.
Operation is
no business closed. Office hours are never. Get out of here. Office hours never. It's not happening. Okay, then somebody be all nice and you be like, huh.
You be like, we can open for half today. So we can do like a 9 to 12.
We do a soft open. Let's see what happens. See what happens when we get there. Okay, private lunches. We'll see. Okay. All right. We need another snake bite.
I would say
we need another
snake bite.
Snake bites.
Snake bites.
Snake bites.
Yeah, that one was one. Oh, wait. Oh.
That was a shot of Red Bull.
I should have saved
I was gonna chase that one. I saw when he poured. I'm not doing that to myself. Stop playing with me. I appreciate it though. Gave me a little baby shot. Woo. Now we got like a little mama shot. He probably gonna give us like granddaddy shots after this. Nobody needs that shit.
I got a question.
What happened?
I'm just gonna keep piggybacking off.
Hold on. I'm gonna just continue to say that I hate Shake. If y'all watch Love is Blind too, I sent him a lot of hate.
She did.
Comments.
This girl was like, let me find his Instagram.
I was like, I'm gonna Instagram troll him. All you have to do to know why I hate him is watch the reunion. If you don't even watch the full series,
if you don't even watch
the reunion show,
you know you don't. The whole cast hated him, and like
I'm talking about all the men is like, bruh, see me after. Damn. Like see me after in real life.
And he didn't understand why he was disliked.
I'm just being honest, is what he said. You're being a douche. And not the good douches. Not even just the
talk about why you a narcissist, because something ain't adding. However, just keep going with that, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking about all these different scenarios that, like, you meet a person and what happens if and then and blah, 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 blah. So, like, what if they check all of this? Mm-hmm. And then even in the look department, they look like something too. Okay. And then they sex is trash.
Is that subjective?
No.
No, it's not. You ever watch a sex back? I mean, no, like that ass. You ever like have an experience? You be like, I like you, you like me.
Hypothetically.
Here. And then you be like,
You ever want it back, like in the moment? In the
Girl,
moment.
please.
In the moment.
Please.
In the moment, you be like.
No, let me tell you, because she will tell you. In the
She will.
She will.
And will.
She be like, I decided that this is not what we should be doing.
It'd be
anymore.
like, yeah, we're gonna go.
And I don't care what you do after that. If you even go down, she be like, that's cute, but
That's
I don't
nice.
want no
It's
more.
wrong. You could be giving your like grade A. It's wrong.
When she decide that we are no longer in this, we are no longer in this. Even if I'm just trying, like, you know, I be trying to be on my men stuff, like, I'm just gonna get this off, like, whatever. She be like, no, we're not.
You be sitting there, you look at the ceiling, you be like, you know,
Talking to
should have
yourself.
made a task list. What do I need to order for dinner?
Yo. Nah, G.
Is my Amazon order here yet? I ordered, that's supposed to be 2 days.
Now
Let me make
why
sure
the
that it
stress is
got
happening?
delivered. I don't even know. That's
When
a nice
she
line. I
has
could probably
checked
answer
out, you be hitting her with the, no, maybe, what's that movie? The Wood? When she was like, no, stop. That I'd be like, oh wait, okay, no, maybe you should. All right,
one of two things happens.
Just
One of
stop
two
doing
things
that.
happens. When it's like bad, you either be just like, hurry up. Or you be like, unfortunately, but fortunately, some of the people who give you the worst sex be getting your best tricks. Because you be like, I'm finna finish this quick. Don't want to do this.
Maybe that's the tactic.
And you be like,
Maybe that's the tactic. Give me what I need.
no, because
Give me what you got for a pork chop. Because
And then you be like, get out. And you're never
Gotta
gonna
get
speak to
this.
again. That's what you be wanting to get out. You want to do that to their side. Just,
I just,
Yeah, but even it's after the fact though, you be like, oh, okay, cool. And then afterwards you just be like, because that's two different things. Wanting your sex back because in the moment you're just like, this is bad. You're just bad at what you're doing. And wanting it back because like, I don't like you as a person anymore. Be two different feelings.
because ultimately, like, you ever had a time that wasn't good the first time, you be like, okay,
Round
but
two.
we can try this again. I've had some of the most open dialogue with people.
I was gonna say, okay, so what happens if it's bad and you be like, I don't feel like we should have did this, but the person is open versus if it's bad and you really really like the person and y'all like each other, it's bad, but that they don't really want to have the conversation of like, how can I improve?
If you don't want to have a conversation, about
But
that.
like they don't even know to have the conversation. Like they think
I brought you. You gonna know we having a conversation.
she said, I'm telling you.
I'm about to because
We're gonna do a reflection piece after we have.
Because like you can't tell me that you're so blind that you didn't realize that I wasn't fully into this.
Yes, they can. Have you met niggas?
I have.
Tell you that every day.
But I'm saying no. If you're sitting here telling me that you really like me, that you're invested in me and you care about me and all
You
this,
up here lost in the
gonna-
Alfredo sauce. You don't know what I'm going through right now.
You
You
gonna
is.
know a little bit that I'm not all the way engaged. I would hope so. And so,
But okay, so that's a real thing though, because some people fake it.
what's that mean?
Yeah, it ain't me.
It ain't me.
It ain't me. Oh, that's my laptop.
Oh, okay. We'll accept.
I'm like, wait, because mine is on vibrate. Okay.
Quiet on set. Quiet on
Quiet
set.
on the set. But train of thought gone. Where it go?
You gonna know. Yeah,
I-
because that's
I-
the difference.
because
Don't
I've
stop
had-
faking. I told y'all. We don't fake.
Stop faking.
Stop faking.
I've had conversations with people, and just being like, listen.
Got a question.
Okay, what's your question?
This is multiple conversations with the same person, or are you saying, oh,
Man.
I just want to clarify because try to set expectations for people.
You know what? No, I didn't. Let me take that back. I did not mean the conversations with S. I didn't mean to make it plural. I had a conversation about somebody that I actually did like we really did like each other, and I felt like it was worth having a conversation about.
Oh no, that's what
So
I meant. Like,
there's
did it
like-
take multiple conversations?
Yeah,
to
no,
get
we
to a
had
goal?
the
Was it like a
conversation,
180?
and then it was like, I respect you coming to me about this. And so when it got around to next time, it was more like,
Good answer,
do you
good
like this? Is this what you want? Woo, wop, bam. Like, great, cool. Then there's time that you have moments where you want your sex back, and it don't even be worth having a conversation with you.
It's not worth having a
You just be
conversation.
like, we ain't never having sex again.
We don't
Like,
need to do this. We don't
it's
need,
out. It's
we
done.
don't need to be here again. We were not here again. I will delete you off of the list.
We'll just keep this between me and you. Nobody else.
Might fuck your cousin too.
Here we go.
Like we is not.
What you got?
How many strokes does it take for you to know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's okay. Oh, ooh, ah.
I feel like we're here in wavelength.
It's how the stroke.
Point of entry.
This point.
Point of entry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, point of entry.
entry.
Oh, God.
Because point of entry will change a lot of things. Okay.
You ever get a point of entry change your whole life?
You be like,
damn it. The point of entry, you be like, I was not prepared.
wait a minute.
Wait
you,
a minute.
You want to stop it and not just be like, wait a minute, hold on. We need to go talk. We have to reset over here. Leave me alone. Reset.
Give me a second.
Hold on. This is cruel and unusual. Just go away, okay? No. So there's like point of entry, and then there's like, okay, couple shots. I feel like by like,
Don't bunny rabbit me, because I'm going to have a whole fit. I'm about to tell you. If you fist pump me and my girl, we don't have a problem. Don't hit me with what
I'm sorry for that laugh, y'all.
You fist pump. I hit a techno and everything. We just doing this.
No, this is not a beat drop. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Today we decline. Return to sender. So yeah, I think like point of entry and then like by, I'm gonna say 5. Cause then you know if you're getting jackrabbited and versus not. And you could be like, get out.
Do you have to change positions? Like, so you have your missionary, you be like, oh,
Nothing.
okay. Then you be like, wait a minute. This ain't working. Let's try it from this side. Let's try this one. Could you imagine you trying it and it's better than one position that's all you ever want to do with that person? Like, you think they realize that's all you ever want to do with that person?
Yeah, I feel like people would know that.
Like, not
Because especially if it's not even their favorite position. Like, what if the position you really want to do is not their favorite? They gonna be like, ma'am, I'm trying to. And you gonna be like, but I need you to.
If all parties want to be happy here,
Like, if A plus B is 17, and I need you to
carry the one.
listen. Yeah.
X plus Y equals Z. MC squared. Like, no.
Quadratic.
Like, this is what we gotta do. Carry the 2. A squared plus B squared equals orgasm. I don't know what you're trying to do here. Yeah, so I feel like you got like point of entry, and then like by stroke number 5, you can kind of figure. And then like if they do multiple positions, I feel like by first position, you know. Like if you flip me into a position, and in the first position I was already like,
Where we at?
then you gotta turn over with attitude.
Yo.
You be like, oh,
Okay. God. Like it's one thing to just be tired and be like, sir, I have nothing. I have no energy for you right now. And it's a whole different thing to be like.
And no, and don't let it be like things about you that's just like imagine going through like imagine like sexual things going like left with somebody you like in a relationship with, because like, oh, I gotta take care of everything and you struggling, she won't work for you.
First of all, the least.
I'm no longer, and I say that meaning like, and I'm not even attracted to you for her to be like working.
But I
with
think
you.
That's the real thing. So that I do think is.
You think that's what happened with Delicious and her husband? Or he hit the money ran dry and she was like, sis don't work.
Sis don't
I think
work.
it's the latter.
Nah, I don't even think that, because I think there was always something off. Like they was on marriage boot camp.
Yeah, it was like when
And
that
on them-
announcement hit, I was just like, hey.
Well, not because of the announcement, but I remember watching like, I didn't die hard watch marriage boot camp, but I would watch like 2 or 3 episodes, whatever. And I remember looking and being like, there is something
Very much.
not like they don't connect in a way that didn't make sense to me. Like.
Well, I know he had trauma because of the Central Park.
He
Absolutely,
did.
as he
But
should have.
it wasn't
But
He
that.
stated that he cheated though.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
And
it
he
was
a
more,
narcissist.
If you watch them on marriage boot camp, like it was like a episode So they was like kind of working people through tantric sex. If you don't know what tantric sex is, it's literally like a almost yoga practitioner of increasing like mind, body, spirit together. Mm-hmm. So it's like very intentional about like we're staring in each other's eyes, we're like speaking affirmations to each other. It's like we finna combine the planets and create this, right? And it was just a weird thing because I'm like, Delicious is by her own accord like a sexual woman and a sexy woman. Mm-hmm. And here you are, and this is your wife, and she's like, touch me, do this, look at me. And you are like upset. Like, it's one of the things where like, so I know that I can be a strong personality woman sometimes. Okay? It takes a certain type of person to be able to, and I am like that in general, yeah. Right? So, like, even when it comes to physical things, you have to, in the words of Jill Scott, if you can tell me to sit down, then tell me to sit down. And if you can't, don't try to. Right? You have to be a certain type of person to be able to, even physically, know that, like, I want to be moved this way, I want to be touched this way. Like, you have to be comfortable with that, and you have to be comfortable with me knowing that I know that about myself and not being scared to approach you in a certain way and deal with you in a certain way. He seemed like upset and frustrated sometimes when she would be more aggressive, like, give me the dick. And he'd be like, you need to ask politely, calm down. And not even in like a role play kind of way.
It wasn't even her match. Like, the whole, when it happened, I was like,
well, do we know her match? Because she dated Flavor Flav, so I don't really think we could say that.
Did she really?
You went on that show and kissed him in the mouth.
That's real.
You want to talk about somebody, like, I don't care if I was on Love or Blind or not. If I come out in this Flavor Flav A player, I'm keeping Pete. Thanks. It was nice meeting you. We the best friends. I'm not like, and not that he's not a great person, but like,
did he check your box?
I would have to know. So like, I'm talking about, I would have to know Flavor Flav so well, and be like, you're just amazing, and not want kids at all, to be like. Yes,
I want kids.
I want kids. I don't know how this is going. Sorry. I'm going on a fast track to the Hades. It's all right. They're going to have Flavor Flav that waiting on me.
As long as you know. As long as you know.
No, but so yeah, Delicious and her husband, it wasn't even, it was her literally saying like he was narcissistic, cheating on her. And I'm just like, I don't know if y'all have ever dated a narcissist.
But she said that it might have stemmed from childhood trauma, which would have been.
Yeah, would have been a situation.
Yeah, but narcissism.
But like, what were y'all doing before y'all got married? Y'all didn't, I feel like, how long y'all been talking? Like, you didn't go to these deep conversations and things like that? No, so
that's what I was gonna say. If you've never dated a narcissist, you don't realize that, like, they are Decepticons. Like, I've dated a narcissist, and you will get gaslit so much, and they hide their narcissism so well. You will think that they are the most, like, empathetic, wonderful, caring, ride or die down for you type of person, and then something happens and it comes out.
Oh, I know.
Like, that's something about, some people don't.
Because I think I realize now that I dated a narcissist.
Yeah.
Every time they speak, I just be like,
what's happening? Like, and trying to tell them, like, when you're having conversations, that's why I was like, they was on marriage boot camp. So it's not surprising to me because you went on this whole show to, like, work through stuff and, like, work on your intimacy. And even in that show, I remember thinking, like, he don't really take no accountability to this your woman and, like, do what I need you to. They be the ones who
take accountability and still don't. Oh, yeah, I know I messed up and I'm so sorry about that and I'm going to work on that and then do the same shit tomorrow.
Or they tell you, yeah, I know I messed up, but I need you to do this so that I can be a better person. And if you would just stick around long enough, I do not want to be a strong black woman anymore. I will not be sticking around for none of the foolery and debauchery that you got. Call your therapist and your mama.
So, you know how we always cracking jokes about, like, being on a certain realm of TikTok, right? You be like, oh, we made it to black girl TikTok, we made it to whatever TikTok, blah blah blah. Have you made it to Sticky Bangs TikTok?
It's the Beyonc appropriation. Whoa, 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 whoa. A white people, it's the Beyonc.
So this young white lady had her hair
cultural
out,
appropriation is very
much,
bad.
And was pretty much laying down her hair. Now, you know, in the black community, we lay our edges.
Get your baby hairs on your edges.
It's been a thing for quite some time now.
I got the sticky bangs.
So this ma'am had did her little fronts and a little squiggly, and laid them down with whatever she had.
Her swoopies wasn't even swoopy and right.
It wasn't swoopy and it was swiggly. That's why I used that
Italian
particular word.
mustache.
It definitely like them Italian. And she called them sticky bangs.
They're sticky bangs.
And now I call them bang bangs
Ooh,
all
chili.
the time because the way that people are doing these edges, baby hairs lately,
They
you be
bang.
like, it's a bang.
Hey,
But first, here's my thing. What products did you use to make your sticky bang? Because you learned it from somewhere while you up here trying to create
No, okay,
something.
so here's the thing. I've worked with like diverse groups of people, right? So I've known, like, you know, every once in a while your black product ends up crossing aisles. It go from like the ethnic aisle in Target to just like general population. Because we be in prison in Target, okay? Y'all be holding on to the ethnic categories, okay? But I've known white people to be like, oh, they randomly like somehow stumbled upon a Shea Moisture or curls or Meili. I think I say that name wrong all the time, but it's M-I-E-L-L-E. Miel. They stumble upon some black product that happened to be in general population. And then realize the good ones who are like aware, like that they go into Google and realize it's like black owned product, and they're like, oh, y'all been holding this out. So I've had like white people who I'm cool with be like, yo, like I got a white homie, you know, like men and women, white people use gel to like spike their hair, whatever. And I remember one of my white friends, he had randomly found, I want to say Shea Moisture or Curl, one of them products, the holding gel, like, but that we use for our edges, happened to be in a white aisle. I think somebody just ran and was like, this is amazing. Yo, like, and we had went out one day, so I had some in my bathroom. And I had one of them, and then he was like, you know, I remember it held for like 2 days. And so he was like, I was trying to find it in the store. And I had to go, why do they call it an ethnic aisle? And I was like, because it's the black people stuff. We don't get to be with the rest of y'all. I don't know. The aisle is still segregated. So they discover stuff randomly. And this little young lady didn't do her research is my problem.
Yeah.
Because you was like,
this girl really called them sticky bangs.
but the issue is it's appropriation.
Yeah.
Because I know that you looked on Black. She looked on Black TikTok and saw the swoopies.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
was like, this is cute. And I'm going to rename it.
redo it. Yep. And give you Italian's mustache on my forehead.
And then somebody at TikTok said, give her money for appropriation.
Let me talk about that. So all the whites have been getting the money on the
Y'all saw
Listen, we
Y'all
don't even
saw
have
baby
that
hairs
discussion.
on a white girl and was like, funding. But all the black hairstylists is out here swooping.
Literally, every black woman you know has
Been
grown
making
up.
baby hair since we was babies.
Listen,
You come out the room like, boom, out here.
if you didn't learn nothing from Queen Chili, I don't know what else. Cause we're gonna get baby hairs to Chili from TLC for those.
That's
who don't
it. That's all you woke up chilly.
know. Rosanda. What is her real name? Rosanda. Okay. Yeah, right there. Queen.
The TLC.
Of
She
the-
said swoop, 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 swoop. Red,
the baby hairs.
light, baby hairs, all in your face.
Can we talk about how y'all really need to stop with the baby hairs though? Because if I gotta pull this down,
Okay, so that was gonna
Okay.
be my like. My problem with baby hairs is that hey, everybody who wears lace fronts, we know you got a wig on. Just want to go ahead and tell y'all that so that you can stop bothering your own self. Trying to make these baby hairs out of the middle part of your head that you bring into the front. We don't need you to do that.
it
no
drives me bonkers.
more. We know that you got a wig on. We know.
Can we bring back leave out? Because
Or just acknowledge the fact, like, I get we've come far with laces. We don't need to know. Like, we don't need to see your wig. Like, great. Put
it's the
some makeup
HD
on
lace
it.
that melts. Okay,
Mm-mm.
HD lace. I'm not making this up.
It is.
It's
But put
HD
some makeup
lace.
on it, because when you gotta have 50-11 baby hairs from the middle of your head in order to try and have that you have a wig on, just either be okay with me seeing your wig line or save up your money. If you want a Beyonce wig, save up your money. But a Beyonce wig, drop the cash.
Get the authentic hair.
Get the actual like
Listen.
HD lace front,
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't have to like don't be in here spending $70 talking about I want the Beyonce frontal. That's not what you got. That's not what it is. No, it's not. We're not confused by your baby hairs. We don't think that because you got baby hairs that it came out your scalp. We know that it's a wig.
It be placed in the specific spots.
It's the tape on baby hairs now.
Oh, it is the tape on baby hairs. I forgot about them.
Y'all taking it too far.
And the stencil kit eyebrows.
We're taking it too far.
That gets on my nerves because everybody's eyebrows ain't shaped like that.
No.
They really got like a stencil that you put on your face.
And everybody's face, everybody's face
smudge
does not
in
look like
whatever
that.
your thing is, and then you take it off and it's created.
Your face ain't even shaped like that. You don't even get the right stencil for your face.
Listen.
They got heart shape, square shape, oval. Find your face shape. Okay, y'all be out here with heart shapes and oval. Everybody failed. You know the little thing that you did when you were a kid where it be like, put the triangle in the y'all all failed. Y'all all failed. Everybody failed. Y'all don't know shapes. You probably don't know colors. That's why your concealer don't match. I hate everything. Just get out. Don't like it. Okay, in other news, Nike is leaving Foot Locker.
Yo, break that down for me.
I don't know what the disagreement was. I don't know what happened. But somewhere along the line, Nike is like, we are no longer going to be sold at the Foot Locker. I'm trying to figure out where are you going? Like, what company you finna go into? Because if not Foot Locker, it's like, what's the other stores? Foot Action?
Nike said you're gonna go to Nike stores, and we're gonna get all our money. We're not gonna share this with Foot Locker. Or you're going to go on Nike.com, you're going to order this stuff.
Where even is a Nike store?
It's actually one in the hood. It's like one on Cottage.
Definitely it's one on 87
and it is
Cottage.
Like, no, it's a regular Nike store. Yes. It's the one downtown. And ultimately, if they're going to open more stores. Because if I'm telling you I'm not going to be a Foot Locker, I'm just going to create more of my stores for you to purchase my products.
Does Foot Locker have hope?
Do malls have hope?
Well, they got
because
do malls have hope? Well, I feel like Nike would just open a store in the mall.
No, but I'm saying
Nike
in
gonna
general.
take up a wing.
No. I'm saying in general. How often do you go to the mall and actually find some stuff that you actually want to buy in the mall?
Yeah.
Most of the time now we shop online.
But I think that's because malls, it's an unfortunate reality. I do think malls got away from like the mall experience, right? Like you used to go in and part of it was like food court and being able to, go sit down, chill. Part of it was like, I think with food courts are trash, and I think anything that comes with retail, if I'm going in store, it is because I want some type of like human connection, interaction with that. And now they just have a lot of people, and this is pre-COVID. Like there's so many pre-COVID. There was so much that was like customer service and customer assistance got trash.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of me coming to the mall?
Putting what stores in the mall?
What we
actually want and need.
Malls also suck at like diversifying size and type of offering that you're doing. Like
the malls suck for men.
Why does every store in the mall have the same thing in it?
The malls suck for men.
It's the same.
It have always.
It's always.
But now it's the same thing for women. That's why we also shop online now.
Yeah.
Because now
I can't find, because of the boutique shops that we have, not boutique, but like the Fashion Novas, the Sheins, the Boo's that we shop from, them stores not in the mall. And you giving me, and then the stores that I used to be a big Charlotte Russe fan, if you know, you know. And then you shut down, close, and then reopen by something. It ain't even the same. Like
H&M don't have the same type of like all of the stores, and then like even when it's like okay, your little boutique spots in the mall, they're still competing. They're now competing with like the Fashion Novas. So I can't come in the mall and be like, okay, like I'm gonna actually be able to go pick up. I need a quick shirt and blouse to go be like bougie sexy.
Yeah,
I'm still getting like Fashion Nova stuff, and I can't go find like. So y'all are missing the mark on why I would even come to the mall in the first place.
Like if I go to the mall, like right now, when I go to the mall, because there's a Lens Crafter there and I need to get my eyes checked. I will go to the mall.
I go for Auntie Anne's and the Chick-fil-A.
I go to the mall.
Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Is in...
Well, it's at Chicago Ridge.
Chicago Ridge. It be, but it don't be in the mall sometimes.
Outside the mall.
And I'd be like, okay, cool, great. So I could go into the mall,
grab what I need to grab, get this Chick-fil-A.
Get Chick-fil-A on the way out.
Yep. I'm trying to think what is literally at the mall that I go into right now.
That's it. I don't very much so give me.
Massage chairs,
I never used them though. Like I never.
They got curling irons.
It's nothing. Let me tell y'all while I'm petty. Okay.
If I get my eyebrows threaded,
which I don't do
often.
With my fro, I have gone to one of them places.
Okay.
And be like, oh, it works on every hair texture?
Try it.
Try me.
I want a silk wrap.
Ah,
Go. And they be like, well,
whew. There used to be a makeup store in that mall that I used to go to all the time, but they closed, and I was so sad.
all of the stores in the mall.
Oh man, malls are so
okay. This
deserted
very
nowadays.
Chicago. This very Chicago. You been to Water Tower lately?
No. What's in the Water Tower?
Nothing.
Really?
Aaliyah's, Auntie Anne's.
You lie?
Maybe Macy's is still there.
The chocolate store.
chocolate store.
You lie? They got Lord and Taylor.
Yeah, like there's some stores there, but it's not the same as like.
What? They was like the only place who had a Looney Tunes store.
I was like, Water Tower was your bougie. Looney Tunes,
Disney,
is good. Lord and Taylor. No.
It was literally the only place you can go because you know you had Disney stores everywhere.
Yeah.
It was the only place you can get because I love Tweety Bird. It was the only Looney Tunes store that was like in Chicago ever.
Somebody in the hood with an airbrush because we is not
Say.
not playing with you.
03.
I have a Tweety blanket. I'm about to pull out after this show, y'all. It's a funny story
Can
behind
I
it.
get the airbrushes back?
Bring back airbrush.
These kids don't like nobody's airbrush.
Specifically, bring back airbrush tracksuits.
Ooh.
Don't care. I don't care.
Get
Want
the
your
white
favorite
joint
character on the back with an airbrush name. Maybe your block if you want to represent. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I would like the communities to do. It make us great again is what I need. Hey, what is that? Huh?
Time.
All right. Cool. Let's also randomly. You talk about what's happening with our mayor. You had asked me some question about our.
You want to know what she said?
Mm-hmm.
I got the biggest.
That's what she said.
You
Playing from Michelle's iPhone.
Nobody's talking to you, ho. She said she got.
Yeah, she was talking about the Columbus statues downtown. She said, y'all talking about all this. I got the what y'all talking about.
I mean, she might. Let's see what's in your book bag, Lori.
She did. She definitely said this.
What's in your book
Click on
bag?
the article. It's in the link.
What's in your book bag is what I'm trying to ask her.
A lawsuit was filed against the city of Chicago and Mayor Lori Lightfoot Wednesday, whatever Wednesday this was, claiming she used obscene language and defamed a former Chicago Park District lawyer who was involved in the Christopher Columbus statue controversy in 2021.
I don't even know what that controversy is. Take it down.
So Columbus statue was removed from the park in Little Italy in 2020 after it became a target protest and arrest after murder of George Floyd, which because everybody's statues was coming down.
Yeah, she was like,
around
take that
time.
down.
Yeah, and so whatever happened, Lightfoot allegedly came to some type of agreement, whatever. But she get into this courtroom or some or discussion, and
She
was
said,
like,
I got
my yours, shorty. What you want to do?
I'm not mad at her because people be out here having contests for no reason. So I'm not mad at her. I say it all the time because I can buy one. You stuck with what you got. Y'all ever seen the ones that you could buy? Okay, I'm not mad at her for that comment. Stop trying people.
She literally said, "My."
So the excerpt is here, right? You might have some bleeps. I'm sorry, production.
We're here.
Okay, so it was like what the are you thinking? You make some kind of secret agreement with the Italians. What are you doing? You out here measuring your the Italians, seeing who's got the biggest. You are out here stroking your over the Columbus statue. I am trying to keep Chicago police officers from being shot.
Period.
You're trying to get them shot. My bigger than yours and the Italians. I got the big in Chicago. Mama said, stop playing with me.
And I'll pull it out. What's up? What's up?
She can't pull it out.
Yes, she can.
She put out her backpack. I don't know what you want from her.
First of all, no, because they got the harnesses and she can wear it all day if she wants to. So what's up? What's up? She knew what energy she was coming with. She said what she said. Okay, she said what she said.
She bring the 8, 10, and 12 out.
I got the biggest dick.
She brought double-sided
Chicago.
energy. She said, I got the whole of Lakeshore Drive in a strap. What's up? What you need? That's what she said. That's what she said, okay? I'm not mad at her for that.
I'm not mad at her.
Rah, we on some gang. What you mean?
Gang.
She was like, oh, you want smoke?
I'll give you
I got smoke.
Hold on. I'll show you smoke.
And the Beyonce voice, okay? But I'm not mad about
You
that.
think I'm crazy?
I show you crazy. Here's the thing. If I like one thing more than anything in the world, I love women coming in spaces that are male dominated.
Yes.
And when men like keep playing big contests with you and forgetting that I can pay for mine and yours just gonna grow what it's gonna grow. And now here we are, one of us upset and one of us getting slapped in the face with a neon green 24-incher. Now look at you. Leave people alone, okay?
Ma'am, so what you think about your concoction?
I think it was marvelous.
Cause this got you hype. You are litty big liquid.
Nah, it's like I really am tickled. Cause also, did you see her
I don't
do
think
her?
you're tipsy. I'm just saying.
Did you see her do her TikTok? She had some, you know, she did like a Chicago TikTok. I don't remember who she did it with. Like the rapper,
She did a TikTok with Taronda.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like the
Taronda
Chicago
from Empire,
version.
who was Taraji's assistant on the show.
And I was like, man, look at you.
I was annoyed, but go ahead.
I was like, but look at the mayor being out here.
She's always out here.
Trying to
always fit in.
With the population.
She's always out here trying to fit in. She's literally always.
I feel like
I'm like, can you go mayor somewhere?
I just be feeling like she's our auntie who you be like, she's trying to keep up with the times.
Sit down.
She's trying to
Mayor my city. That's what I need you to do.
Okay, the drink. I will give it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Really?
3.5.
Really? Why? What did we use? Because I'm giving it a 5. It's amazing.
I'm gonna go back to 4. I got some extra man when I did that one.
I'm giving it a 5. It's amazing.
I'm giving it a 4 solely because I
got
know
a whole branch in here though. What is?
It was because that was your garnish, probably. It's solely because I know it's absinthe in here, and I don't. Any drink with absinthe, I'm not giving you a 5 because it's death.
Are you enjoying it?
It's not.
Does it taste well?
All right.
Does it go down smoothly?
4.5.
In 30 minutes.
Mid spades game.
First of all, production. You finna see me in these spades hands.
Come on now.
See what I said.
Now tell everybody what has happened.
You stay in your lane and lower your tone when you talking to us right now. Okay, I'm okay. 4.5 is what I got.
I'm giving it a 5.
For real. I actually got a 4.5.
I actually really enjoyed it, as you can see.
It's very, very refreshing.
It is refreshing.
It is very, very,
and if
very
you know
refreshing.
me, you know I love a good refreshing drink. It's got the alcohol don't taste like alcohol, so I like it. It's a good summertime thing, and then you be fucked up and then realize how you got fucked up. So set your people up for fun.
We will not show y'all the bloopers and deleted scenes from this episode.
Absolutely, we will. This is going to be amazing.
The after effect of having multiple of these drinks.
All right.
Hey, free Brittany.
Facts. Hey, what really happened though?
Wait, what I missed?
One of the WNBA players is in jail in Russia.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't even smoking. She got caught
with
with vapes. She had like
smuggling shit?
She not on purpose though. It was like she had cartridges in her bag, and like you're not thinking anything of it. She was there before they started this invasion on Ukraine,
yeah.
And so when they were trying to leave, she like you just have stuff in your bag that you're not even thinking about. Caught her with the vapes, and they was like illegal. And now she in Russian jail.
My ass be like, throw the shit away. Come on, let's go. Like, I don't have time
Do
for
you
this.
want the payout? I got money.
No stunt. This is why we need Trump back because he gets
No,
people
we
out.
don't, because this is why we're in the situation in the first
We
place.
get people out of jail. He got
No, just
the
send
Ball brothers
send
out.
LeVar Ball over there. He did that himself. I'm not gonna stop letting this white man take credit for stuff. You know LeVar Ball went over and was like, "Give my son. Stop playing with me. I'm doing this with y'all."
Make sure you guys drop your drink suggestions below. We are waiting. We want to try them all. Any topics you would like for us to talk about, make sure you drop those below as well.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe,
and hit
share,
that notification
ring
bell.
the alarm.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials right here. And you got anything else for the people?
No, y'all have amazing days, you beautiful souls out there.
Come on.
Except for Shake. You deserve darkness. Outside of that, everyone else have a wonderful day. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Deuces! We finna watch the reunion episode just for y'all to see why I cannot stand this man, okay? Trash.
You don't even have to watch the whole season. Literally,
I'm literally gonna pull up the reunion episode.
Did you watch any of it, like ever? Oh, the first season.
No, I seen the first season. It was a black girl and
the white dude. They still married to this day.
Pregnant? Was she pregnant?
Oh, I didn't hear she was pregnant.
She's pregnant.
But they were cool.
That's
But
what I
like
be.
your favorite on this one is gonna be the black couple because they both from here and they Chicago
this season was
Oh my
Chicago
God.
based.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
all of them. Like this whole season
Yeah,
was
but
Chicago
no,
based.
the black guy and the black girl.
I
is
did
so
not.
shit.
I don't know when they did recruiting. I would have been in there.
I've been heard about like months ago. I heard about.
I
that.
heard, but I heard it. It was they had already recorded, so like they
Oh.
released it saying like they had like Chicago Love Is Blind. I was like
Yeah.
when, and it was like
Is this the one that the Funky Town Brewery homeboy is on? They knew somebody that was
No,
on.
they said season 3.
Season 3. Oh.
Oh,
This is the next one.
I must say I have no idea.
Yeah, I
No,
was
because the season 2 was taped a minute ago.
yeah, it was taped a while ago.
Okay.
But it's like they're all literally
It's
based in Chicago.
But the guy and the girl
Are very
like, their
Chicago.
mannerisms is very
They-
Chicago, and they're black. And
We
it's
were
just-
watching it, and I was
They
like,
said G.
bruh.
Did they go and get some mountain sauce though?
No, they don't show that. But it's like there's a moment where literally I go, bruh, and then he was like, bruh, and I was like, family.
Yeah. My very first real boyfriend I met from the party line.
What?
And I was
That makes sense to me.
No, I was because you know you was on party line when you was a child. I want to say I think I was like just graduated 8th grade and he was like a freshman in high school. And you know how you like talk to somebody, you try to keep it a secret because you don't know how old people are on the phone. So finally we was being like being honest, and it was like honest. So funny story. So we met. So it was me and my homegirl on the party line. It was him by himself, right? Somehow we all got together, and he's like a jokester. He was like clowning her, right? And then her line got like this, like he was riding her, like her line got disconnected or whatever. He was like, nah, she just ended the call and she didn't want to deal with me. But I thought the nigga was funny. And so we ended
Your
up
friend was
exchanging-
like, we ain't friends no more if she's still on this call.
we ended up exchanging
Talking to
numbers.
you.
I kid you not, I'm gonna tell you a real life truth. We ended up exchanging numbers, right? And
You stole your friend man?
huh?
You stole your friend man?
No, he never liked her. That's
No,
why
he was riding her.
He was riding her the whole time.
I'm talking.
So wait, so no. So we end up exchanging numbers, and then you know it's late. You be on probably like late. And then he ended up like hitting me up. I don't know how much time later, but some time later. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember you. And we talked. And so he didn't live far in general, but you know we kids, so we can't really get around. And
My bus don't go there.
yeah, like he actually, funny story. He lived in London Town. He
Oh.
lived in London Town, and so
That was a quick route. You probably could.
but I didn't know at the time because
Yeah,
I went
true.
like over
We have
my-
never explored outside of my
So,
4-block radius.
We actually ended up hitting me up some like years later or whatever. And not years later, sometime later, we ended up talking. We like really was like feeling on each other, but because we didn't have like cars, we didn't know the bus. You know, we was just like we're gonna send each other a letter. The letter is going to include a picture, right? So at the time, I'm young. I'm very
adorable.
yeah. At the time, I'm a kid. I was very insecure on looks, right? Because like I had these thick ass eyebrows. I wore glasses. Like all the things that TV told you that was not attractive. I was like exuding all of those things, and so I never forget this. We sent a letter to each other with our pictures in it, and like we're waiting for these like letters to arrive. I got his letter before he got mine, right? So I get the letter, and I didn't like I opened it. I did not look at the picture. I literally just read the letter first,
Aww.
and the letter was just like, oh, this sweet shit. I think I still have this letter somewhere. I'm not gonna kid you.
So you've already done Love Is Blind.
I did. So wait, but I got lucky. So wait, so I read the letter, and it's a really thoughtful letter. Like, I like you, and we spend the time, we talk about this and all this other stuff. It was written in red ink. If he ever watches this episode, we're gonna crack the because I know you still recording, right? If he ever sees this episode, I'm gonna die. But it was this red ink, and it was just,
to him.
it
I
was
will
this great
find
thing.
you.
It was this great thing. And then I had the picture. So I took the picture out the envelope, but I kept it face down. And so I ran in the kitchen, and my mom was cooking. I pulled a picture. I said, "Mom, what he look like?"
Yo.
I kid you. I was like, "Mom, like, what you think of this person?" And she was like, "Oh, he's so handsome. He's such a nice
First
little
of all,
man."
shout out to the mother-daughter relationship. I would not have even told my mother I got this letter. I'd have been stalking the myth.
First off, who asked you, where you get this from? Who is this?
Who is this?
No, my mom was like, "No, he's such a handsome guy. Like, how do you know him?" And I was like, "Okay, thanks." And then
You can't answer these questions.
so then I finally look
Come
at
back to me. Come
I
back.
finally look at the picture. I'm like, "Oh my God, he's cute, right?" So I'm like, "I bet he cute." So like, I end up calling him, and I end up being like, "I got your letter or whatever." He was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, his face matches his voice. If that makes sense. So I'm like, he like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So we talk. I think like the next day, he gets my letter. And he pretty much the same thing. He like read the letter first. Then he looked at the picture.
Would be terrified.
And I was, because to me, I was, at the time, I was such a geek. Like, I had these glasses and this whole thing. So I'm like, oh, he's not going to like me. Like, you know, this whole thing. And he gets it and he's like, oh, you're so cute. Like, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, great. Right? So we've been talking for, this has been after I graduated because we was in high school dating. So I was a freshman. So, did all the information.
She has already been on Love is Blind.
I have. Funny story. So I tell him I'm a freshman in high school. If you know, all the CPS games are held at Gately, which is in the backyard.
Shout out to Gately Stadium. Where the hell is that it
Yeah,
operates?
yeah,
Which
We
is
appreciate
at the
you.
background. It's like the backyard of London
Yep.
Town, right?
Yep.
So I was like, oh, it's my high school homecoming. Whatever day this was, I'm be up there. He was like, all right, what you got? Like, what you wearing? I'm gonna come up and stop by. I had a red FUBU jacket because you know the starter jacket.
I gotta pull out the exclusive. What's
I got
up?
a red FUBU jacket, and I'm sitting in there talking to my homegirl, and I didn't think he was actually gonna come. So I'm sitting here talking to my girl, and we just kiki or whatever. And the next thing you know, this dude just sits in the stand, like right in front of us. And I'm like, woo, and he just plopped down. And I ain't say because I didn't realize. I was just like, okay, he sat down. And we talked, and I started looking at him, and I was like, hey, like, you're such and such. And it was him. And we dated for like a year. And now in our some amount of years of life, we are still friends. And you said what? Oh, girl, he fine as.
So what you saying is you already had
Can
your
we
Love
get
is
the
Blind
review?
moment. You already had your Love is Blind moment.
Right.
You realize that we have a deep connection.
Season
You know
one.
the purest form of me.
Make that.
XYZ.
Moment, I think, has passed. But
I said we can recreate. Do you need me to help you?